Hello, YouTube. This is Ginger back from Not All About Tarot. I am uploading a video tonight. This video is about the divine spirits and why they are implementing into the unions, the divine unions at this time, why they having their hands on it, and why no one can control these energies anymore. And they have told me very raw, very quickly, even though these are a lot of cards. But again, whatever the spirits is telling me, I have to do it. I have to do what they say. And as I said in the last reading, no one can infiltrate these unions anymore, whether it be the divine masculines, the karmic feminines. They can't infiltrate anything negative into these energies anymore to keep them held back, to keep the cycle held back. And I say these two because they are the lower energy, even though we have the karmic masculines, but you got to understand that the karmic masculines saw out in this game. They saw out in that game. It was only the divine masculines and the divine and the karmic feminines that allowed these energies to be produced. And I would tell you all that the reason why the divine masculines went towards a karmic feminine in the first place is because divine spirits has told me it's because a lot of this was done because they wanted to hurt the divine feminine, that this was their thing, because as you know, the divine feminine, as of now, even before, the divine feminine's energy power is the one that kept the world going. The world going, the impacted light. It kept the world going because with that light, so many people and entities and darkness was feeding off that light, and it kept all the chaos going. And so divine spirits are now infiltrating into these unions. Now that the divine feminines has gained their power, became a supernova empath, they are balancing their energies. This is the reason why the divine now is coming in to do these negative entities, prospects, energies in, so that there will be no mistaking after this. This is done. This is the start of common years here, and here we are. Okay, so I asked the question of why the divine spirits now, both dark and light, why are they implementing their hands into the unions? Well, this is what I pulled. The Queen of Water and the Ace of Earth. Now, they told me that they were wanting to have a solid, nurturing foundation that was never given a chance to. Never given a chance to. Many eons. Now the time is the time. The matrix is broken. They've broken that matrix, and now they've come in to make this nurturing foundation here. This with the 6 of Earth, that equal give and take. Now they're implementing with the 4 of Air. They're implementing people's thought processes now, and they're walking away from this. All that was done. All this, the cycles that were done, that was imbalanced, the sadness and depression here. Here we got the 5 of Water reversed along with the 8 of Water. They're walking away now. Divine is making these energies walk away from that sadness, that guarding, 7 of Fire, that guarding reverse. They're walking away from that now. What was not clear with the Hangman reverse is now clear because the divine has brought clarity here with the Sun. Anything that was manifest with the Magician here, and mind you, the divine feminines was manifesting union too, but also the divine masculine was too, with the 3 of Water. See, the thing is, they just was not telling you because they were in this 7 of Swords, the seven of wands energy, this guarded energy here. But now that's reversed. So the divine had to come in, because a lot of these divine masculines, it was in a darker energy. They wanted to punish the divine feminines. A lot of them were jealous of their light, of their beauty, of their ability to manifest things that they had in their lives. People that loved them, they were angry with that, because a lot of your divine masculines, being that they're dark narcissistic energy, darker souls, they didn't have that in their lives. Everything that they've done in many centuries ago is showing up now in this era. A lot of them did not even have families that loved them. There was always a fight. And that's why when the divine feminine came in, showing unconditional love, they didn't know how to take that. So they wanted to take that for their good and to mistreat that divine feminine. But boy, did the universe, did the divine spirits not come into this. So here we got here asking the spirits of why did they have to come in and implement their hand into these unions. Is because of the Queen of Air as well. There was some type of lies being told. And this is the feminine energy here. Some type of feminine energy that was very immature. A lot of these karmic feminines were very immature or young. Here we got the Page of Spears, clarifying the Queen of Fire reverse. Some type of lie that was being told here. Some type of lie, some type of plan about some type of union with the Four Spears, clarifying the Queen of Swords reverse. So you know that, her intentions wasn't good anyways, because she's a Queen of Swords reverse. Some type of immature union here that was put in place here with the Nine of Swords into someone's thought process again. That's why Divine Spirit had to go into the thought process to bring all that stuff out. This was giving a lot of people nightmares, a lot of your masculines nightmares and sleepless nights. And a lot of them, too, was, again, put some type of magician energy on them. So the Divine Spirit had to come in to assist this, to have this Six of Swords implemented, to have them walk away from this energy with clarity here with the Ace of Swords. Clarity about their plans here, about their past, Six of Cups. Now they have clarity that their past was that spiritual union, when some liar, some immature liar, or something that they want to tell themselves was telling them that this was their love, this was their true love. Some type of illusion with the moon. Again, some type of confusion, some type of manipulation here. And the Seven of Cups, again, that's confusion. Thinking other options is better. And it literally made, with the Nine of Coins, it made one leave and be single from the divine partnership energy. So the divine spirits had to come in and help. They are helping now. I've heard a lot of people that ask in the past, so why doesn't the divine spirits come in and assist? Well, we had to do what we had to do first to come into our own. And that's even being the divine masculines themselves and the divine feminines. We had to become balanced, and the divine masculines had to let go their ego. And they had to let go of their ego first. Now the divine spirits are implementing their energy in. Here I got with the Ace of Fire. Some type of passion was ignited here with these karmic relationships with your divine partnership, and clarifying the Ace of Fire. And I keep telling people that Ace of Fire, this is my Ace of Wands here. This is my passion card. You have to have passion going towards anyone. You cannot just go towards anyone and have love. You have to have passion to go towards that person. You have to have that. So some type of passion that the divine spirit now is literally, they're ending that. They're ending it and separating these lovers. What was implemented in the thought process, with the four swords, something was going on with a lot of these thought processes here. Five of Spears, they were literally fighting with spirits. That this can't be my person. I don't want this person. I don't want this person. She's too good for me. He's too good for me. And I'm just going to make them feel the pain and I'm going to walk away. Eight of Cups. Walked away. But when they walked away, it created sadness here. With the Five of Swords. A lot of fighting. Four of Coins. They blocked their heart. And they pursued something else with the Knight of Cups. The Divine Masculine instead turned their back on the Five of Cups. They turned their back, but it caused a lot of depression too. A lot of guarded energy. And cold detachment. But now the Divine Spirits has implemented all of this. They've implemented into this to start a new cycle. Flipped that cycle around. Now what they thought was good, what they wanted with the Nine of Cups, they thought that's what they wanted, but they were still missing that cup. Guess what they were doing? Clarifying the Nine of Cups. Now they're in the Three of Swords energy. The Three of Wands, energy. They're waiting. They're still waiting on the happiness that never came. Because with the Nine of Cups here, see, they want this Ten of Cups. They're still waiting for this Ten of Cups. They don't have the Ten of Cups yet. They're not satisfied. They're still waiting. They're still waiting for their happiness. Guess what? It never came because the divine implemented into that. What is this? We got the Ten of Earth reversed. That's my Ten of Pentacles card. It never came. It never happened. It caused a lot of confusion. So the divine implemented it into their thought process, into the masculine thought process, and look what they're doing now. They're putting 6 swords in it with the 6 of air. They're walking away, and the spirits has allowed that to happen because now we have clarifying the 6 of air that the divine has come in to create justice, to make things right here. The divine has pulled on in this bad baby to create victory and success. The divine spirits, are going to have success in this. No matter how anybody wants, it's going to happen. Divine came up in here and created this victory and success. Now, they're telling me as well with the Queen of Cups that the divine feminines, they always had that nurturing. They always created something new and beautiful with this Ace of Cups. They never stopped praying here. Look, they never stopped investing with their Seven of Cups. They're getting about what they manifest with the Magician card. This is my divine feminines right here. The Queen of Spears. Look at her very confident, sitting on her throne with her shield and her sword by her side. Very confident. You will not shake this woman's confidence. No, you are not. No, you're not. So, in all reality is, the divine feminines, honestly, they were the one who was carrying the whole union. So of course the divine spirits are going to give her prize regardless. She's going to be okay. And here we go with the message of water. Divine spirits has given a message here. They're giving a message here today that the cycle, That cycle is another cycle here. But guess what, though? The divine masculines never left. They kept holding on to that wand with the 9 of spears. See, this is the thing that really gets me, because through this whole cycle, what divine is telling me, these Digwas never left the energy of the divine feminines. Divine feminines, if you're feeling sad and foreboding, it's because of these dudes are still holding on to your energy, and they feel sad and foreboding because you're not in their energy. You're not chasing them. This is why. Now they want that commitment now that they saw with the Knight of Coins. They want that longevity commitment because they know that this union that the divine spirits gave them many centuries ago is where they will find their abundance. And now again, as I always said, they are coming with the cup of love. But the thing is, divine feminines, y'all already knew this anyways. But now, what was closed up with the divine masculines, with the 4 of coins here, they blocked the heart of anything coming towards them with the 8 of swords. They blocked it. They did. But now they're also blocking the heart of other things as well that was preventing this union. But now the divine feminists are doing the same thing. That's why that cycle wheel came over. That's why the cycle has flipped. And we got, again, the Wheel of Fortune here underneath that. Now the divine feminists don't want that cup with the 4 of water. You see all of this here? They've healed. They're not repulsive anymore. The divine spirits is telling me that there's a new beginning here. Because that last beginning was imbalanced, not clear, and it was burdensome. There has to be a release. That's why the Tower's here. That Tower's here now. It had to be a release. Clarifying the Tower is the star reverse. That release is recognizing that, oh my gosh, this was never wish fulfillment with this karmic feminine. This was never wish fulfillment. Look at this. The wheel has turned. The wheel has turned. See that man up there standing on his head? The wheel has turned. It's ended. Those karmic relationships, lower level relationships, is ended. Now, the divine masculine wants that happiness here with this union, this reconciliation. Now they want to come and talk here with the 8 of Wands. But with the 3 of Air, my divine feminines, heart is still broken. They're not forgetting that. Yeah, they got the clarity now. They got the clarity. This is also my karmic feminines who has the clarity as well, because their hearts are broken now. See how that wheel turned? Here we got the Page of Earth here. Yeah, the divine feminines, yeah. They don't want this anymore. They're giving little to it. The distance here, they're regretting. Even though that divine masculine is coming with a cup, they're apologizing. They're traveling towards the divine feminine with this cup, because now they can't stop thinking about the divine feminine. Now they want to come charging in quickly. Very dominant, masculine, to have this with the 4 of Wands. But the divine spirits are the ones for this energy. Because they were taking too long. They were taking too long. And divine spirits, this is done. We're not going to have another one of these. We're not going to have another roll around. This is it. The matrix is done. It's broken. We're not going to keep going over and over again with this anymore. So here we got here with the Queen of Wands. And I clarified this here on the side, but with the Queen of Wands. This is my divine feminine here. Her heart was always open with that candle. Looking very attractive there. Queen of Wands. Now she's very assertive, very smart, very intuitive. Well, you know, she's going silent now. She's okay being within with this moon. Now she's mysterious. She's still confused about this whole scenario here. This whole scenario about divine partnership. She doesn't see it anymore as bright. Your divine masculines are going to come in looking kind of dull with the sun reverse. They're not going to look all that attractive. They're going to try to, but they're not, because they have dimmed their light even more with this karmic. They went through a lot. They don't want this lovers anymore. They don't want it. They don't see this love, this divine love here. They don't see it as attractive anymore. And it's all because of the Hierophant. The spirits are behind it. They are behind that now. The divine feminines are manifesting something else with the Magician card. This is what the divine wanted. They are blocking their hearts now with the Four of Coins. This is what the divine wanted. They're blocking their hearts from the past with the Six of Cups. This is what the divine spirits wanted. They're going into another partnership here with the Three of Pentacles. That's what divine wanted. With again, the King of Pentacles with the karmic masculine here. This is what they see as an investment with the Seven of Pentacles. You see all the Pentacles? They see that this divine, this karmic masculine, this karmic masculine is worth waiting for right here, right now. This is it. I keep getting the same reads. Now they're stuck on something else. Now they're not looking. They're not moving. Clarifying that Eight of Air. They're not moving. And this was upright when I shuffled it out with the Three of Wands. They're not moving now. They're looking out at other things. My divine feminines are. Now they're being mysterious and secretive. Clarifying the High Priestess. They are being mysterious and secretive now. They have found them a karmic male that's giving them everything they wanted it. This is what the divine masculines wanted. They wanted to implement materialistic gains. What they wanted with a karmic feminine, where the divine feminines got with the karmic masculines. Because the divine feminines was willing to give their hearts, souls, minds, everything to the divine masculines. They didn't want that. They thought that love was not what I want. So I'm going after something else that I feel is more lucrative and it's going to give me all the shine. And, you know, they wanted people to see what they had and didn't want what it was real. So the divine spirit said, okay, I'm going to give you that. But watch, as quick as you go in it, it's as quick as it's going to fail. And it did. So when they left the divine partnership that was promised to them many centuries ago, guess what? They left the abundance. So now here we go. There's celebration now with this Three of Cups with the karmic masculine. the divine feminists are now, and they are literally inconsistent here with the Knight of Swords and with the Queen of Swords. They're going coldness attached and inconsistent with whatever was going on in that divine partnership. The same exact way that the divine masculines did. They went inconsistent. They were very inconsistent. If a divine feminine is with a divine masculine or will be within the year, they're going to have this same energy too. What goes around's got to come back around. They're going to feel that cold and detachment like the King of Swords did. Now they're going to be the same way too. I did ask the divine spirits, will there be union within the year, within of this year? This is what I pulled out. Two of Cups and a Fool. Very impulsively, union. I asked what would happen to the karmic feminines within the year. I pulled out the Empress reversed. And guess what? The Ten of Air. Betrayal, ending, hurt, pain. That's how it's going to end. Now the divine spirits is in this now. Tell me, why did they have to go through all of this? Why did they have to go through this? Why couldn't it be something simple? It's going to be a lot of heartache, though, getting to these unions. But the games are here. Thank you, you all. Have a good night.